So Vanessa,
Yeah.
today I want to explore one of the biggest fears that I think people have secretly, but they are afraid to expose it. What do you think is the biggest fear that people have?
I think people have different fears.
Yeah.
There are lots of fears.
Yeah, just mention one. What do you think is the biggest? One of the biggest?
Judgment.
Judgment?
Okay, judgment fear.
Okay. Yes, but I agree with you. Have you ever experienced this fear yourself?
Yeah. I am. It's one of my biggest fear, I can say, and I am so scared to be judged. Like sometimes I want to do something and I can't do it because I'm thinking like what people are going to think about me, what the society is going to do that.
And it stops you from actually doing what you want to do. So if you had a plan, because you're afraid to be judged, you stop doing it because of this fear.
Exactly.
Okay. So why do you think you have this fear? Like, why do you think personally you have this fear?
For myself, I think it's more about not being confident, and sometimes I don't have this
The motivation, also the belief in yourself.
believing in myself, like I can do this or I have to do this. Something I think like, what if I ask that question? What if?
And let's say the moment that you're experiencing this fear, what do you think you would have needed for someone to tell you or someone to hear that that you can overcome it? What do you think you could have done?
Okay, I just want it would have been better if I could hear from someone telling me like you have to, like you got this, you don't need to be scared or afraid of anything, you can do this.
So do you not have a support group of family or friends that you can talk about your fears with? Do you not have something like that, or how is that?
I can say like I don't have many people to talk about it, and I just have to deal with it by myself, and sometimes it's not easy, and yeah.
I get it. So let's say that you are to give someone advice about overcoming the fear that you have. Generally, someone watching this video, what do you think is the advice that you can give?
Okay, I would like to advise everybody watching this video that you don't need to fear anything, just do whatever you're thinking, whatever comes in your head, you can do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to just be about people, nobody cares about what you're doing. It's your life and you only live once.
So the last question, where do you think if fear wasn't taking control of your decision, where do you think right now?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I would be making videos like you, just like stopping people and asking like, can I ask you a question? Or doing like vlogs or recording myself doing everything I can. But I can't do it because I'm just thinking like, oh my god, I think I'm not so confident to do this, and maybe people are going to think like she's crazy or...
Thank you for sharing that with me. I actually, before I started this, I was also afraid to actually share my content.
He's also fearing.
Yes. So what do you think? What do you think? If I can do it, so can you do it?
Yeah, maybe one day I need to just tell myself like I can do this and maybe try.
What type of content do you think you want to do? What type of content?
And anything I'm doing, like the daily vlogs, or if I go somewhere, I just like maybe if I'm shopping, just like, oh, come with me, I'm going shopping today. Like, come with me, we're going somewhere, we're traveling, we're meeting friends, so we're going to a concert or something. But it's just
like daily vlogs as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, what do you think is the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario that could happen if you attempted to make content right now? What's the worst thing that could happen?
nothing. So nothing can happen. It's just like me to just decide like I can do this and just start taking my phone and start recording. That's it. So I just need to believe in myself that I can do it and to to stop caring about people.
If I was to push you, if I was to say anything to you for you to start making this content, if I was to push you for you to actually take the quantum leap from right now, what would I have to say to you for you to move forward?
It's just like try to just tell me like you can do this. I hear that every night from many people, but the thing is like I just need to go down in myself and just say like, yeah, it's time to do this. I'm to start doing this.
And I want to ask you one more thing. What's the going back to your inner voice? Do you normally get the negative inner voice talking to you mostly that discourages you from doing the things that you want to do, or you lean into the positive side? Which one do you mostly lean into? What do you think?
I think for now, because I'm like I'm trying to be positive as much as I can and try to take the positive side than the negative one. But most of the time, the negative one wins because you just like I just feel like I'm not good enough to do something, and that's like keeps me down. And
I get it. So let's say that we were in kindergarten, because you mentioned that you don't feel like your self-worth is also a little bit down. If we were in kindergarten, do you think that you would still be having these types of fears?
I don't think I had fear when I was a kid.
Okay.
Kids doesn't have fear and they just like do things fearlessly and they don't care about anything. They just be themselves and do crazy stuff. But as an adult, it's a bit different because like the environment, the society, yeah, it's like shaping us in a way that you just like getting scared and just thinking like what people are going to do, what are they going to judge.
So yeah, one last thing. So let's say people do get to judge you. This is the last question. What's the worst case scenario that can happen to you if people judge you? Because I want people to understand that fear of judgment or any kind of fear, it's still fine to have it. But what's the worst case scenario for when it happens to you?
I'll feel embarrassed, like for real. Like I'll be embarrassed.
Yeah, but what happens when you feel embarrassed? Like do you die or do you? What do you think happens? What's the worst case scenario besides being embarrassed? But being embarrassed, it's like you are paying attention to people, like people that you don't know their opinion about yourself. Do you not think that it's important for you to actually maybe think about your friends while your friends are thinking about you and what your family is thinking about you, as opposed to putting a lot of mind into what the people that you don't know are thinking about you?
What will happen if I get like embarrassed?
Yeah.
It's just like I'll feel bad and I'll regret like why did I did this from the first time. Why did I decide to do this? And I think it will discourage me more, but I actually don't know what will happen. Maybe I should start trying to do it and see like if I get embarrassed or not.
So for you, the main thing is that the challenge is much more important than the goal. So your fear is more important than what you want to do in life. Not that your goal is more important than the fear.
Okay, the goal is more important than the fear, but it's just like you need to get like to do it, like the courage to do it. And everybody has goals, but we just don't reach them because something is pulling us back and from reaching the goals. So yeah.
Perfect. So if you guys are watching this video, the question that wakes me up every single morning is, if fear didn't control the decisions that you get to make in life, where would you be in life? So think about that.